Hey guys, thanks for watching Fabrication 101. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to use a Sharpie, a scribe, and a soapstone. These are ways that you might not have thought about using these to mark with to get nice straight cuts. But as a fabricator, you need a way to mark your material. So this is one way to use a scribe. Say I'm going to be putting a mark right here. Push down to make sure that's flat and even against that. Then all you're going to do is put your scribe right in that line, or in that crack. Pull one straight line. Don't go back over it because sometimes you'll start slopping. And then you have a nice mark there, and either you can put a line so you know where it's at, or some people make a mark like this. Make sure it's clean so your Sharpie will stay on there. Then in the area where they're going to be marking, then they'll come back with their scribe, and it's a lot more visible that way than this way. Now what a lot of people will do is they'll take their measurement, let's say we're going to 12, and they'll put their mark dead center on it. But when you cut the width of the blade, see if you can see it better there, the width of the blade is gonna take at least a 32nd off of each side, even if it's centered like that. Sometimes 1/16. And some people will make a mark just to one side of the line. Like we'll go to 1/8. So they'll make a mark to this side of it, to where that side lines up perfectly. The left side lines up perfectly with that mark, or the right side, whatever you want to do. But then you got to try and remember which side it was that you marked on. So what I like to do is I use this technique off to one side of it, and then I will make an X on the side that's discarded. So I know that the saw blade's going to come all the way over to this side and line up perfectly flush with that guy. Now when I do scribe lines, I will mark which side of the scribe is my cutoff side, so I know where to line up the saw blade, just like I do with the Sharpie. So I know that the saw blade's going to be on this side, and it's going to go flush up to that line and hack it off. Otherwise, you got the width of the blade that if you don't put that on and you accidentally come over here, then it's going to be too short. The last one that I use is a soapstone. This one's a silver streak, and I like these because they're just as fine point as like a regular Sharpie, and they're refillable. You know, you can extend it out however far you need, whatever. Anyways, and you can write in oil and grease, like all this steel's always covered in. I usually don't use the Sharpie because it's so nasty. Even if you clean it, it seems like the Sharpies die. But with aluminum, like at work, all I use is Sharpies because it works really good. But I'll do the same thing on with the silver streak as I do with like the Sharpie. I'll make my mark, and then I'll line it up, you know, and walk it over to where it needs to be. Check it, yeah. And then I'll make my X on the cut side, just like I do with the Sharpie. Well guys, that about wraps it up for this video. Those are all the ideas that I can think of off the top of my head on how to mark out with a Sharpie, a scribe, or a soapstone, like for cuts and stuff. There's other ways for like, you know, marking out circles and stuff, but I don't have any of that stuff here, and I don't want to set that up. Anyways, if you have more ways of using these, like easy ways, just put it in the comments below, and I'd like everyone to kind of jump in and write, you know, all the ways that they use at their job or at home. That way everyone can learn from these videos, and I'd like to learn from them too. So do that, that'd be awesome. If you have any more things that you'd like to see on how to fabricate or how to use certain tools, you know, that'd be cool. I have a bunch written down that I'll probably start doing. But I think that's about going to wrap it up for this. So subscribe if you haven't, like if this video helped you, and stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks for watching.